Yeah. Revision. Everybody hates it, and yet most people have to actually do it, so I thought that being though it's the one thing that I've pretty much spent all of my Easter holidays doing, and I hadn't really had much time to come up with a good video idea, I thought I would share with you guys how I revise. Let's get to it! The first thing is you will need to gather supplies, like the pot of pens and highlighters and anything else you might possibly need. Maybe some past papers if that's how you like to learn. Not really for me, but whatever floats your boat. Some A3 paper might come in handy. Why is my phone there? I do not know. And print off the specification for all of the exams you're doing. And here, the Holy Grail. These are my notebook and a nice big stack of revision guides for whatever exam you're doing, because it's always nice to have a book of information. Flashcards, absolutely love flashcards, I'm obsessed with them. Once you have your trusty pot of pens and highlighters, the next thing that you have to do once you've collected all this stuff is organise yourself, because revision doesn't work without organisation. That is something I have found out, because for me, if I don't schedule and timetable revision, I will not do it at all. I'll just be like, I'll do it in an hour, and then 2 hours will go by and I'll be like, you know what, it's too late, I'll do it tomorrow, and then I don't do it tomorrow. So the first thing I do is, when revising, I make a timetable thing, schedule. This is amazing, and I love it, and it took me like 3 hours, but it was worth it. The days of the week are along the top, and underneath that are the names of the subject that I revise on that day. And then down the side are the weeks until my exams. And then in every column box thing there are smaller boxes which are the number of topics or pages I have to do for that subject, and every time I complete that topic I put a tick in it, because I love ticking things off. Seriously, I make lists all the time and then I put things on the lists that I've already done just so I can tick them off. So once you have made yourself a timetable, now this is for weekdays when I'm at school, because I do like an hour and 15 minutes of revision a day on weekdays when I'm at school. So I come home and at like 4 o'clock start this, I finish it at like 5:15. What was I saying? So not only do I create a timetable of revision, I have these which are all very organised, as you can see, with the names of the subject that I do along here. So let's take biology, which is the first thing in here. At the front of the divider, I write this. In this red bit here is the date and time of my exam. And then all these little boxes here, which some are highlighted and some aren't, there are the topics that I need to cover. And basically where these topics have come from are the topic titles from this revision guide. Oh, too many books in my hand. And I got it from my school. I'm probably supposed to give it back, but I probably won't, because I'm like that. I just keep everything. I still have Mallory Blackman's Noughts and Crosses from like year 8 that we were supposed to give back, but I still have that on my bookshelf, so oops. So yeah, this section here, all the names of the topics and page titles, I just write in here, and then every time I do one I highlight it off. Now I don't actually read this and I don't revise from this, because to be honest this is quite crap, and it doesn't really say that much or explain anything, which is just what you want. For science I go on YouTube and I watch my GCSE Science, the videos on that channel, which is amazing, and I love him very much in a non-weird way because he's literally saved my life. So yeah, that is how I organise every single one, not just for science. This is English literature. As you can see, I have way too much to do on that. I haven't done any English revision for like 3 weeks. So I honestly don't know how to revise for English. I don't understand. Now on to actually like how I revise, like what I do. First, what I started to do was I copied out what was in the revision guide that I just showed you. That was kind of pointless. So to be honest, I stopped reading that book altogether. Okay, so I just went onto my GCSE Science. This is the page thing. You don't need a tablet to be able to like do your revision, just do it on a laptop or even a computer. What I do now, I watch the whole video through and then I make a little like, what are they called, spider diagrams of each video and what is happening. This is stem cells and I like to colour code it sometimes. Like that one's not particularly colour coded. But you know, it's pretty much whatever floats your boat. This is polymers, what is this, like chemistry or something? It's just like pictures and random scribbles. It doesn't really need to make sense to anybody else as long as you know what you're talking about. And even when I'm just revising from a revision guide, which I do for food technology, I have a CGP one, I still make spider diagrams. My food tech diagrams are all colour coordinated and they don't really have pictures, they're just right. After I do that, I then move on to flashcards. So what I do with the flashcards is I cut them in half, so they're like this size, which is nice. These are from Asda and they were like £1.50, by the way, for like all of these, this stack. And then I make little stacks. This is, what is this? This is for food tech. What is this? Function of starch, and then I just write on the back of them. And this is biology. The reason why I do this is because these I can take into school before I go into my exam and I can just kind of read off them, get in the right frame of mind. So basically what I write on here is stuff from the specification. So this is the biology one, and like it says you need to know the parts of the human and animal cells. And once I've done them, I highlight and I get the information from, I try and get it from like loads of different sources, like Bite Size, my notes in my books, anywhere on the internet, not completely dodgy. If you have any questions or any queries or just want any advice of anything, I probably won't be able to help you, but ask away anyway. I would love to hear from anyone, and I would like to say thank you for all you guys for getting me up to 90 subscribers. Like, that's crazy. I did not know that would happen. Panic. I'd also like to wish a happy birthday to Pippa, because today, it is her birthday today, and she is an amazing friend, so happy birthday, Pippa. I'm gonna go now and stop being really, really weird.